from Dime Style, and I am finally going to do one of the crafts that I bought stuff for, and it's the Kate Spade look-alike vase for my table. Please disregard all the stuff in the background. I am painting my kitchen cabinets, I'm moving furniture around, and our house is not done. It's one of those things that we haven't got around to finishing. My pantry, you can see right there, it's my pantry. Doesn't have a door yet because it just doesn't. I haven't found a door that I like yet, so it doesn't have a door yet. This little DIY vase that I mentioned a while ago. I saw this one online and I thought it was adorable, and I think it was Kate Spade, and it was black and white stripes. The vase was black and white square stripes. I couldn't find a vase that was square or black and white stripes, or any kind of stripes, matter of fact. So I went to a local thrift store and found this. This is a tissue box. Turn it this way, the tissues come out here. My decor is blue and white, like my cabinets. You can see they're being, there you go. They're being painted blue. And so I didn't want black and white stripe. I wanted blue and white stripes. So I bought this. And then I bought this at the Dollar Tree. And then I bought these pretty pink flowers in the Dollar Tree. I don't know, I may have to change them to red because I just painted my front door and I decided to paint the front and the back, and it's red. But that's okay because I've got a picture over here that's got pink and red and blue in it. So I think it'll go. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so first of all, here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need your vase, your flowers, and your foam. Tape, white paint, a ruler, a paintbrush, and a plate to put your paint on. You don't want to dip it out of here because it just gets super messy. So first off, you gotta decide how big you want your stripes. Well, being as my tape is this width, I'm thinking that's probably what my stripes are gonna be. That way I don't have to measure so much, but I need to measure how many stripes I need. So it looks like there's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stripes. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so let's get taping. This tape is roughly 1 inch wide. I'm just gonna say 1 inch because I really don't want to count little teeny tiny marks. So let's go ahead and measure all the way around 1 inch. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my best to mark it with a pencil. That worked well, okay. Once all your stripes are taped off, just start painting. And that's what I'm fixing to do. Get my white paint, shake, 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 shake. If you haven't used it in a while, make sure you shake that paint up, because if you don't, it's gonna have all kinds of little niblets in it. So you gotta shake it really good. I haven't painted in a little while, and I'm not really dressed to paint, but that's okay. If I get it on me, I get it on me, whatever. So let's get a little white paint going. Probably gonna need more than that, but I don't like to waste. So let's get to the painting part. You know, you want it to be nice. In order to have it looking nice and smooth, you gotta do several coats. Several thin coats to make something look smooth. Especially on a front door, let me just tell you. Good heavens. I took a white door and made it red. 5 coats later. Yes, 5 coats on a front door. I literally wanted to quit halfway through. I was like, this is just dumb. I should have just bought a red door to start out with. It's kind of a crimson red. My husband liked that because he's a big Alabama fan. So when I told him I was painting the front door, he was like, oh my gosh, you're painting the front door? I was like, yes, I'm painting the front door. And I was like, guess what color it is? It's Alabama red. It's not really, but if you just tell them that, then they're fine with it. He was like, oh, okay. So he didn't really care then. He didn't help by any means, but he didn't care that I was painting the door since it was going to be his school color that he likes, his favorite school color. Anything that you can make sound like Alabama at my house, he becomes fine with it. Okay, so first coat. There you go. Let that first coat dry, and then I'll come back and do another coat. So the first coat is semi-dry. I kind of get impatient. And I did change over to a sponge brush just because I feel like it's going to not work as well. Let's go back to this one. This one works better. This one looks smoother. Unless you have a brand spanking new sponge paint brush, which I don't. So I'm going to tell you one little tip that my mother told me, and I think it was her uncle who told her, which was, you're trying to put the paint on, not take it off. So, when your paintbrush runs out of paint, get some more paint. Don't just keep fiddling with it, because then you're just pulling the paint off, basically. You're just thinning it out even more, and it doesn't have to be, like, it doesn't have to be see-through thin, but, I mean, you need it to be thin, because you don't want this glumpy, is glumpy a word? I don't know. So, second coat is done. Let it dry for a little bit. Come back and do a third coat. Now, if the second layer is dry, you can paint the third layer. And I cheated. I went into the bathroom and took the hairdryer to it on low heat so that it's not too hot. I mean, it's a little bit warm, but it's okay. And I've got one of my good brushes. It's Purdy, and this one is a polyester brush. They tend to go on a lot smoother than the horsehair brushes or the coarse brushes. So use like this is, so you can tell it's really, really fine bristles. It'll go on a lot smoother. So let's see how that works. Let's go ahead and paint this one. Okay. So let's let the third layer dry without getting it all over you. Yeah, try not to get it on you, but I did. I'm going to go ahead and paint the top though, again. Just because I want it to look nice and neat. Okay, let's let that layer dry. I think it's dry now. So let's go ahead and take the tape off and hope that it has nice clean lines. Sometimes that painter's tape works wonderful and sometimes works like crapola. Just depends on the day. So let's just go ahead and attempt to take this tape off. Oh, I hope it does. Oh, I hope it has these nice, well, I'm gonna say they're not 10% clean lines, but maybe I didn't let it dry long enough. All right, so far so good. Let's try the next one. Probably should have let this dry a little bit longer. That probably would have helped a lot. And this painter's tape that I've got, it's not exactly new. I bet if you went to the store and got some brand new painter's tape that hasn't been sitting out in your garage for days. So, there's my vase. I think it looks pretty good. There are some little issues on it, but honestly, on a table with flowers in it, you're really not going to see those little issues. It's just going to look like a hand-painted vase. I think it looks really cute, actually. Yeah. So, now, let's go ahead and put the flowers in. So I've got these. I got them at Dollar Tree. Okay. If I put them in there, they're gonna be that tall. I don't want them that tall. I think I want them like bud vase, kind of like short. Don't necessarily want to cut them just yet, but I think I'm going to. I guess, yeah, because they're gonna be a little taller once you put all this in there. So I'm just gonna do like 3 of these in the middle. Yeah, I'm just gonna do like 3 of those. That's nice and tight. Okay. Oh, I got it on my table. Okay, that's okay. I'll do like 3 of those. So yeah, I'm gonna cut these. Definitely need some wire cutters for this. I don't know where my little ones are, but luckily my husband is an electrician. So we have a multitude of the heavy duty wire cutters around. The sucker will cut through, I mean, ta-da, it'll cut through anything. So let's go ahead and cut these. I'm gonna start with these in the middle. Let's just see. I am not a flower arranger, I can just tell you that much, but I don't really think it can be that hard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and start these. like this. Try not to scratch my. And you want them to look cute all the way around because this is going to go on like my table. So, okay, and then you just start adding in the shorter ones. And then you just kind of figure out how tall you want them. I think I'm going to just kind of sit them in there and see if I want them that tall. Is that, yeah, that's going to look good. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and just put them in there and just see how they look. All right. Pretty dang close. If I don't say so myself. There we go. I think that looks cute. I think it'd be adorable on the kitchen table.